The Prime Minister spoke out for the first time about his embarrassing U-turn. Sir Keir Starmer insisted, "We can now get on with it," as he broke his silence over a humiliating disability benefit cuts U-turn. He described a massive rebellion by Labour MPs as a constructive discussion, but failed to explain how the government will pay for the climb down, which could cost the Treasury more than £3 billion. The Prime Minister has caved into Labour rebels and significantly watered down plans to cut the number of people eligible for personal independence payments, which help with living costs. It follows a huge row with Labour MPs, who threatened to vote down the plan on Tuesday. There were warnings the government could be forced to impose more tax rises. But Downing Street said only that Chanceller Rachel Reeves would explain how the measure will be paid for at the autumn budget. The Prime Minister has caved into Labour rebels and watered down plans to cut the number of people eligible for personal independence payments, which help with living costs. It followed a huge backbench rebellion which threatened to impose a humiliating defeat on the government in a vote on Tuesday. Sir Keir said the changes made to the government's welfare bill in response to backbench pressure strike the right balance, and we can. The Prime Minister described the concessions as common sense, after Downing Street agreed to water down the reforms amid the prospect of major rebellion from Labour MPs. Speaking during a visit on Friday, he said, "It's very important that we reform the welfare system, because it doesn't work and it traps people, and therefore we're going to press ahead with the reforms. And the principles are if you can work, you should work. If you need help getting into work, you should have that help and support. But if you can't work or there's no prospect of work, then you must be protected. We need to get it right. That's why we've been talking to colleagues and having a constructive discussion. We've now arrived at a package that delivers on the principles with some adjustments, and that's the right reform, and I'm really pleased now that we're able to take this forward."